Now, Tony Blair's spin doctor, Alistair Campbell, famously said he didn't do God, and now it seems that that might go for the Scouts too.
Bob a job. Tents, woggles, something about dibs and dobs. Well, think again.
Despite wanting to shed its old image, the Scout movement has kept the oath its founder, Robert Baden-Powell, penned more than 100 years ago. All Scouts have to promise to do their duty to God. Doesn't matter which God, but a celestial being has to be in there somewhere. But that could be about to change. Today, the Scout Association and the Girl Guides announced that they would consult members on offering an alternative for atheists without the controversial G word. Joining us now, Matt Mills from the UK Scout Association. I mean, have you ever met anybody, any youngster, who said, I'm very sorry, I don't want to join, I'm not going to swear the oath to God?
Personally, in my scouting experience, I haven't experienced that, but that may well happen across the UK. And what we're doing today is, with the consultation we're launching, we hope to get people's views and experiences, if that has happened to them, to understand what they did, how they felt about it, and whether they feel that any change is required.
But God's been at the centre of scouting. I mean, campfire stuff, quick prayer, all that stuff. Baden-Powell would be turning in his grave.
Well, I don't think anyone would know what Baden-Powell would be thinking at the time now, but we do know he described the organisation as a movement, not an organisation. We need to move with the times, and I think there was 40 years ago or so, we accepted girls into scouting, so we made quite a big change then to show that we're relevant and modern and diverse, and we keep thinking about that. It's really important for us to try and remain as relevant as possible and reflect the communities in which we operate. Have
you done away with woggles?
No, there's still something.
You haven't got one on there. Don't you normally have a woggle on one of those things?
Well, some people do, some people don't. I tend not to wear it. I have a friendship knot in my scarf, and the scarf is a really good identifier of scouting. It shows that we all belong to this great movement.
Well, now, you're making allowances for atheists. What about Republicans? It is said that 20% of the country isn't devoted to the Queen.
Well, the consultation we're looking at, that we're doing over the next couple of months, does focus on our fundamental principles, underlying principles. And one of the key issues that people have talked about over the past years, in fact, is around God and religion.
But the main problem, surely, is actually not really young people anyway. It's adults looking after them, and maybe some of the adults are put off a bit of God.
Well, that's the crux of the matter, really. And within the survey that we're asking our members to contribute to, and those that may be outside the movement that want to have their say too, is should we look at our appointment policy for adults in scouting, and asking the question, as long as you subscribe to our values and our core beliefs, does it matter whether you have a defined religion or not? And if the answer's no, it doesn't matter, then do we need to think about an alternative promise?
And you've got 10 seconds to tell us why anybody should join the Scouts.
Well, Scouting is a growing organisation. It offers fun and challenge and amazing adventures to young people across the UK. We're growing year on year, and I really enjoy it, and I'm sure that anyone else that would like to get involved would have a fantastic time too.
Matt Mills, thank you very much indeed for coming in.